Good day, kapamilya. I'm your kabiyahe, Sanelaw Patatak Kamay, and you can call me Kolat. Today, I'm excited to take you to a journey to explore the hidden gems of Taguig City. Join me as unravel the beauty and wonders of dynamic city that is sure to captivate your heart and soul. Welcome to Taguig City, where every street corner tells a story and every sunset paints a masterpiece. So let's go to the Provinciudad or Taguig City. So, Taguig City or the local human geographic of Taguig, the rest of local identity of Taguig. It may be that attributes to several factors including the dynamic community engagement. It could also be influenced by urban development, project that highlights the city of unique, characterize and promote local heritage and tradition. Additionally, the emergency of Taguig, a hub of innovation and entrepreneurship, may contribute to a sense of pride and identity among its residents. So let's go to the natural heritage and the locality of Taguig City. Taguig is a city which has made significant contributions to the Philippine history. These contributions are seen in their well-preserved historical landmarks that tell the talents, the great roles that the city had played in its history. Here are some its production, attraction, and every should take time to visit the Taguig City. First, the Banana Kawayan. A century-old church with altar wall, siding, and ceiling branches that are made of pure native bamboo, located at Ligid, Barangay Tipas. This symbol of Filipino design and artistry stood in history as the site where over 500 men were gathering and brutalized during the tragic tsunami of December 1, 1944, conducted by Japanese forces. The men were later imprisoned and dungeons of Fort Santiago and Intramuros. So next are this Archidiocese Shrine of Saint Anne, built in the during term of Father Diego Alvarez of the Agustin Friars in 1587. This is definitely one of the oldest churches in the Philippines, located at Liwayway, Barangay Santa Ana. This was destroyed on earthquake in 1645 and reconstructed in 1848. It was destroyed again by another earthquake at rebuilt in 1896. Next is Simboyo, the standing as a centerpiece of Santa Ana, a Catholic cemetery, and Simboyo located in Barangay Tutukan, and it was conducted through Filipino labor and surprised the Spanish fleurs in year 70,000. The dome is made of tiles and walls of stones. The structure is 12 meters in diameter. It has retained its continuity or masterpiece appeal the despite and minor repairs in the undergone in 1980 and 1993. Next, let's go to Parola of Taguig City. Built in the 10th century, it stands guard at the mouth of the Pendal Channel, where the Pasig River crosses the Laguna Lake. It becomes the secret indigenous point of the Tipunan as a planet. Its move to achieve the Philippines' independence. The Parola was chosen by KKK or Supremo, got under Bonifacio as a meeting place because its strategic location being the most accessible channel from Tondo, Manila, and from municipalities along the Pasig River and the province of Laguna. And next is the BPF Museum. At this museum located at Veteras Road, Western Bikutan, history comes alive and life-size of tabloids depicting of advocates and encounters between embodied Japanese and defending Filipinos. War stories are retold here using all forms of art used with state of the art of technology. It has a library, an archive, and an individual's theater. Is a place to express, relive, and learn and appreciate the sacrifice of predecessor went through to give us the kind of life and freedom we have now. And next is the Libingan ng mga Bayani, located in the Fort Bonifacio. The Libingan ng Bayani is the burial ground of 33,520 Filipino soldiers who were killed in Corregidor, Bataan, and other battlefields during World War II. It lies side by side with American War Memorial. Next is the Bantayog ng mga Bayani Tipas, located in Leyte Tipas. This is a enduring monument and memory of hundreds of men from Barangay Tipas who were captured and killed by the Japanese and the prison cell at Intramuros, Manila. Names of the victims were covered in the monument and commemorative events of the Suna victims as held every 23rd day of February. So next is the American Cemetery and Memorial, established in May 1947 at Fort Bonifacio. This is dedicated to American soldiers who fought the Philippines and the new unit during World War II, set among masses of white dirty trees and shrubbery. The lovely Shrine Memorial Ground is a favorite destination of tourists, wars veterans, and their families' descendants. Additionally, Taguig boasts several parks and green space like Bonifacio Global City, High Street, and Ayala Malls, providing residents and visitors with place to enjoy the natural atmosphere, the urban landscape, and the beauty of Taguig. And now let's go to the Dance and Festival of Taguig City. The Dance and Festival of Taguig City is Santa Ana Bana Taguig River Festival, a grand parade which honors the patroness Saint Anna. The festival is an annual event that rotates from religious and mythical beliefs that made up the entity race once called the Tagak Cake. There are different activities prepared to make this festival more meaningful and worthwhile, especially those foreigners who come and celebrate the festival with them. Next is the sound and music of Taguig City. The music is keen of Taguig reflects the diversity, cultural influence of Philippines. Traditionally, the Filipino music such as the Kundiman and the Harana can be heard alongside modern genres like OPM, original Filipino music or pop, rock, hip-hop, and electrical dance music. Additionally, Taguig hosts various music events, concerts, and festivals through the year, showcasing both local talent and international acts where there you explore the bars, the clubs, the Bonifacio Global City Bars, Clubs Bonifacio Global City, or BGC, or attending the community events of Taguig. You likely encounter a rich type, a tribe of music and styles that represent the city of the many cultural landscape of Taguig City. So next, let's go to the ritual ceremonies of Taguig City. Taguig, like many cities in the Philippines, has its own unique rituals and ceremonies that reflect the cultural heritage of Taguig. First is Flores de Mayo. This is traditional Catholic festival celebrated in May of dedicated to the Virgin Mary. It involves the daily flower offering procession and the coming Santa Cruzan parade, which depends the values of biblical and historical character. So second is Feast of Saint Anne, the patron saint of Taguig. Saint Anne is celebrated with favor. Every July 26th of devotees participate in processions, masses, and cultural performances to honor her. Third is Pesta ng Taguig. This is an annual festival celebrated in honor of Taguig's founding anniversary. It typically includes street parades, beauty of pageants, cultural showcase, and food fairs. Fourth is Sinaculo. During Holy Week or Taguig residents often are participants of reenactments of Passion of Christ, known as Sinaculo. This performance, which involve elaborate costumes and dramatic presentation, are held on various communities across the city of Taguig. Fifth is Barangay Fiesta. Each barangay neighborhood in Taguig is celebrated in own fiesta in honor of patron saint. These fiestas usually feature masses, processions, street parties, and cultural presentation. These rituals and ceremonies are integrated to cultural identity of Taguig and provide opportunity for residents to come together and celebrate the reflection of ritual. Next, the language and poetry of literature of the documents of Taguig. Like many cities in the Philippines, are rich of linguistic and literal heritage that reflects on the cultural diversity and history of the Taguig. Here are some aspects of language, poetry, literature, and documents associated with Taguig. First is Tagalog language. Tagalog is a primary language spoken of Taguig, as it is in much of the Philippines. However, like its main urban areas, English is always widely spoken and understood, especially to the business and education. Second is local poetry and literature. Taguig has produced its own poets and writers who have contributed to the Philippines literature, while there may not be specific literary works solely dedicated to Taguig. Its history, culture, and Filipino are often featured and broader Filipino lecture. Next is historical documents. Taguig history is a document of various historical records, include colonial era document, municipal achievements, and accounts of local folklore and tradition. These documents provide insight into the city's past and includes its pre-colonial roots, Spanish and American colonial periods, and contemporary development. Next is community publications. Taguig may have community newspaper, magazines, and other or online publication and that highlights local news, events, and cultural happenings. These are publications of featuring articles, essays, and creative works by local writers and contributors. Fifth is oral traditions. Like me, Filipino communities of Taguig likely has its own oral traditional based on down through generations. This may include the folk tales, legends, proverbs, and songs that capture the essence of city, culture, and identity, while they may not be single, comprehensive body literature dedicated solely to Taguig. Each language, poetry, literature, documents, and interwoven into broader tapestry of Filipino culture and heritage. Next, let's go to the local cuisine of Taguig City. First cuisine is adobo, a popular Filipino dish made with a meat, usually chicken or pork, marinated in a vinegar, soy sauce, garlic, and spices, then simmered until they tender. Second is sinigang, a sour soup typically made with a pork, shrimp, or fish, along with a variety of vegetables like kangkong, water Spanish, radish, eggplant, flavor, and tamarind or the surrounding agents. Third is lechon, roast pig and staple and celebration and especially occasion, known for the crispy skin and tender meat. Fourth is kare-kare, a stew made with oxtail, tripe, and vegetable cooked with rich peanut sauce of served with bagoong, connected with shrimp and paste on the side. Fifth is pancit, a various noodle dishes such as pancit, canton, or stir-fried noodles. Pancit bihon is a rice musical and pancit malabon. Here is a rice noodles are popular in Taguig. Next is halo-halo, a fresh dessert made in with mix of shaved and ice, sweet beans, fruits, jelly, and topped with evaporated milk, lechiflan, and obi, purple or ice cream. Next is turon, a snack made with a ripe plantains root and a brown sugar, wrapped in a spring roll of wrapper and fried until they're crispy. Lastly is lumpiang Shanghai, a Filipino-style spring rolls fried with ground meat mixed with vegetable, seasoning, and deep fried until the golden crispy. This is just a few examples of the good, delicious cuisine you can enjoy in Taguig, where traditional Filipino flavors blend with modern influence to create a unique culinary experience. Next, let's go to the beliefs, healing arts, and secret knowledge of Taguig. Taguig, like many places in the Philippines, has a rich tapestry of beliefs, healing arts, and traditional knowledge passed down through generation. Here are some aspects of founding Filipino culture include Taguig. First is traditional medicine. Filipino traditional medicine knows at a highlight or encompassa virus healing practices such as massage, herbal therapy, spiritual healing healot. Practitioners believe in the balance of body elements and use of various techniques to restore harmony and promote wellness. Next is folk beliefs. Taguig, like a Filipino communities, may have folk beliefs and superstition passed down through oral tradition. These beliefs often are revolved around spirits, nature, and supernatural influence daily life and practices. Next is herbalism, the use of herbs and plants for healing purpose and prevalent Filipino culture. Many households in Taguig may have their own herbal remedies for common elements passed down through generations. Next is the faith healing of Taguig. Some individuals Taguig may seek help of faith healers or spiritual leaders for physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. These healers often use prayers, rituals, and spiritual interventions to address the elements and promote well-being. Next is secret knowledge. With certain communities and families, there may be secret knowledge of practices passed down through generations. This could include specialized rituals, ceremonies, or healing techniques known only to select few. It's important to note that while these traditional beliefs and healing are still practiced in some communities. Modern and significant role of healthcare of Taguig. And throughout these Philippines, the blending of traditional and modern of approach to healing reflects the dynamic natural Filipino culture and society of Taguig. So next, discussion personalities and locality of Taguig City. First is Saint Villar, a prominent politician and businesswoman. Saint Villar has served as a senator of the Philippines since 2013. She is known for his advocacy on issues related agriculture, environment, and poverty alleviation. Villar has been actively involved in various community development projects in Taguig and beyond. Next is Manny Villar, husband of Cynthia Villar, a businessman and a former senator of the Philippines. He is the founder of Vista Land and Lifescape, one of the country's largest real estate developers. Manny Villar has also been involved in philanthropic enterprises and aimed at poverty reduction and community development at Taguig and other areas of Taguig. So next is Nancy Binay, a senator of the Philippines since 2013. Nancy Binay is known for advocacy on issues related on women's rights, education, and healthcare. She hails from prominent of political family and Taguig, and he has been actively involved in local governance and community development and entities. Next is Nico Natividad, a well-known Filipino actor, host, and dancer. Nico Natividad gained fame as a member of dance group Hashtags of the noontime variety show It's Showtime. Born and raised of Taguig, Natividad has become a popular figure of the Philippine entertainment. So next is Andy Aguiman, an actress and model. Andy Aguiman has appeared of numerous Filipino films and television shows. She comes from family of actors and actresses and has made a name for herself in the Philippines of entertainment industry. Aguiman has a rules of Taguig has been involved of various environmental and advocacy projects in the area. These individuals have only achieved success in their respective fields, but they have also made a significant contribution to the development of promotion of Taguig's culture, economy, and community. So next, let's go to the local history of Taguig. Taguig was established as a separate Pueblo town on April 4, 1587. Tomamos de Nueva Las Casas de Taguig, when the Augustine order resurrected the vote of Convent of Taguig during meeting of the Augustine chapter in Intramuros, according to Fray Gaspar de San Agustin. On April 25, 1587, the settlement already known as Taguig and comprising of 9 barrios was decided to Pueblo, or town of the province of Manila, and placed order to Capitan Juan Basi on March 29, 1990. General Order to Number 4, proclaiming Taguig as an independent municipality. Next is the physical geography of Taguig. Building heritage of Taguig. First is St. Anna Church, also known as a San Joaquin Parish Church. This historic church is in Taguig, was built in 7th century and featuring of Baroque style facade. It is one of the oldest churches in the Philippines, and it is known for this intricate agricultural detail and religious significance. Second is the Heritage Park, with the Bonifacio Global City or BGC area. The Heritage Park features preserved heritage buildings relocated from various parts of Metro Manila. These buildings include the Nelson Tower, the Army Navy Club, and the Bendo Building, providing the visitors with a glimpse into the agricultural history of the Philippines. Next is the Bonifacio Shrine, situated in the plaza of Langton and the Fort Bonifacio. The Bonifacio Shrine commemorates the life and contributes to Andres Bonifacio, a key figure of the Philippine history. The shrine features the largest life of state of Bonifacio and serves as a symbol of Filipino nationalism. Fourth is Polaris Park. This public park is at Taguig City, houses the Polaris of Monument, which honor the Filipino hero Julian Mountain. The park also featured the replica of Balangka bells and historic artifacts from Balanga encountered during Philippine-American War. Next is Taguig City Hall, the municipal seat of governance for Taguig, and Taguig City Hall, Center for Local Governance and Public Services, and it reflects a city commitment to progress while maintaining the heritage and identity. While Taguig has undergone significant urban development in recent years, efforts have been made to preserve and showcase its building heritage, ensuring the city's rich history is not forgotten amidst its modernization. Next is Movable Heritage of Taguig. Movable heritage refers to the culture as it can be transported from one place to another place. The context of Taguig. Taguig movable heritage may include the artifact, artwork, documents, and other items of culture. Significant can be relocated or displayed in the historic artifacts relies on artifacts and cultural items related to Taguig's history heritage, such as a pottery of tools, weapons, and household items from different periods. Next is artwork, a painting or a sculpture, textile, and other artwork created by a local artist of depicting the scenes from Taguig history, culture, and landscape. Next is documents and archives, historical documents, photographies, and manuscripts, maps, and records that provide insight into Taguig. Past include colonial era records, municipal archives, and personal collections. Next is infographic materials, objectives. Next is infographic materials, objects, and materials related to indigenous peoples and cultural communities that have inhabited of influence of Taguig's development, such as clothing, jewelries, musical instruments, and ritual objectives. Next is mobile exhibitions. A travel exhibition display and showcase the highlights of Taguig heritage and history and culture. The mobile exhibition. Travel exhibition display and a showcase that highlight the Taguig's heritage, history, and cultural diversity, along with residents and visitors to learn about the city's rich cultural heritage. Effort to preserve and provide heritage of Taguig are important for safeguarding and city's cultural identity. Heritage for future generation, these initiatives obtain the involved collaboration between government agencies, culture situation, community organization, and stakeholders to ensure that the protection of conservation and accessibility of global heritage. Next is local technology. Taguig is being part of Metro Manila, and the Philippines is home to a variety of technology driving intensely, and this can be ranged from smart city projects such as digital governance and system and traffic management solution to local startups and focusing on e-commerce, fintech, and health tech. Additionally, there might be a community-driven intelligence leveraging technology for education, sustainability, and social welfare with the area. And that is the Taguig City beauty and heritages. So I will pass to the next person.